Assalamu alaikum. This is Pratusha Borwa welcoming you to the English news from Btv-Chattogram. Let's begin with the top stories. Government's goal to keep country's people well, says Prime Minister Tareq Rahman inaugurating Farmers' Card. Bengali New Year welcomed through colorful celebrations nationwide. China welcomed with melodious tune at Ramnabad Mall in the capital. New Year celebrated in port city of Chattogram through various programs with people flocking to DC Hill and CRP. New Year's celebration with great enthusiasm proves existence of real democracy in the country, comments Information and Broadcasting Minister. Seven killed and 6 others injured as rice-laden truck falls into ditch in Daupkandi of Kumila. US-Iran to hold second round of talks in Islamabad as US military begins Hormuz Strait blockade. And New Zealand cricket team arrive at Dhaka ahead of upcoming series with Bangladesh. Viewers, those were the top stories, so moving on to the details. The government today launched the Farmers' Card pre-pilot program in Tangal on Pohila Boishakh, the first day of the Bangla New Year, marking another step towards fulfilling its election pledges. Prime Minister Tareq Rahman formally inaugurated the program at Shohid Maruf Stadium in Tangal today. The Prime Minister pressed a button on a laptop and launched the pre-pilot program nationwide. Later, he handed over Farmers' Card and tree saplings to 15 marginal farmers. The card holders will receive 10 types of services, including agricultural inputs in fair prices, irrigation support, easy loans, subsidies, training, weather updates, crop protection advice and insurance, and fair market access. After inaugurating the Farmers' Card pre-pilot program, Prime Minister Tareq Rahman said, the government has launched the Farmers' Card scheme with the goal of making farmers self-reliant and prosperous. He said the government has taken initiative to bring meaningful changes to farmers' lives by ensuring direct access to essential services. Referring to his party's election manifesto, the BNP chairman said that agriculture remains central to Bangladesh's economy and society. The Prime Minister said the well-being of farmers is directly linked to the well-being of the nation. Tareq Rahman also highlighted the various initiatives taken by Shohid President Zia Rahman and former Prime Minister late Begum Khaleda Zia for the development of farmers and agriculture. Agriculture Minister Amnur Rashid presided over the program. Prime Minister's political advisor Ruhul Kabir Rizvi, State Minister for Fisheries and Livestock Sultan Salahuddin Tuku, FAO representative in Bangladesh Jaukhun Shei, Agriculture Secretary Rufkul Islam, and 2 farmers, among others, addressed the occasion. Prime Minister Tareq Rahman inaugurated the agricultural fair at the district's municipal garden after inaugurating Farmers' Card distribution program at Shohid Maruf Stadium in Tangal. The Prime Minister visited various stalls of the fair and spoke to the concerned about various agricultural projects set up at the fair and directed the implementation of such projects. Prime Minister Tareq Rahman also visited the stalls of animals, birds and poultry participating in the fair. Agriculture Minister Mohammad Amnur Rashid, Liberation War Affairs Minister Ahmed Azam Khan, Prime Minister's Political and Industry Affairs Advisor Ruhul Kabir Rizvi, State Minister for Fisheries and Livestock Sultan Salahuddin Tuku, local MPs and senior officials of the Ministry of Agriculture were with the Prime Minister on the occasion. Later, Prime Minister Tareq Rahman distributed guides among the poor and helpless people and fish fry among fish farmers. Pohila Boishakh, the first day of the Bangla New Year, is being celebrated across the country. People welcome the year 1433 in a festive mood. In a separate messages marking the occasion, President Mahmoud Shahabuddin and Prime Minister Tareq Rahman extended greetings to Bengali-speaking people around the world. Like previous years, China welcomed the New Year at dawn with its signature cultural program at Ramna Botmul in the capital. The event opened with musical performances as the first light of day broke. The area was filled with thousands of people, creating a lively atmosphere with musical performance, poetry recitation, and cultural environment. Childhood artists performed Rabindra Sangeet, including the iconic song Esho He Boishakh, Esho Esho. Since its launch in 1967, the program has grown beyond a cultural event and is widely regarded as a symbol of the secular spirit of Bengali culture. Alongside music, the event featured poetry recitations and brief performances delivering messages of hope and renewal for the new year. Even in the modern technological era, the Childhood program continues to preserve cultural traditions across generations. The law enforcement agencies ensured security at the venue. A vibrant celebration to welcome the Bangla New Year was held at Ramna's Rani stage in the capital, drawing large crowds amid a series of festivities across the city. Organized by the Jatiyotawadi Samajik Sanskritik Sangstha Jashosh, the event featured a blend of music, poetry, and traditional cultural performances. From the early hours of Pohila Boishakh, people of all ages began gathering at the venue. The area turned festive as visitors, many dressed in red and white, filled the space. The program included performances of Rabindra Sangeet, Nazrul Giti, folk music, and other cultural acts showcasing the rich heritage and traditions of Bengali culture. Jasho's central leaders and cultural personalities took part in the program, saying such events are essential to preserving the history and traditions of the Bengali people. The celebration maintained a lively atmosphere throughout with songs and recitations as audiences enjoyed the colorful event. The New Year celebrations at Ramna's Rani stage once again became a lively cultural gathering, bringing people together in joy and hope for the year ahead. Bangla New Year 1433 has arrived, bringing a message of new hope as people bid farewell to past hardships and fatigue. Pohila Boishakh, the most vibrant cultural festival of the Bengali people, is being celebrated across the country with great enthusiasm. From early morning, large crowds gathered in the capital and other parts of the country to take part in the celebration. As part of this program, a cultural event was organized at Rabindra Sarovar in the capital's Dhanmondi. People of all ages dressed in traditional red and white joined in the festival. With the sunrise, city residents gathered at the Dhanmondi Lake venue, where private television station Channel I organized a cultural program named Surer Thara. Artists performed a variety of songs, adding to the festive atmosphere. Families and friends came together to welcome the new year, creating a lively and vibrant atmosphere. The celebrations also featured fairs, cultural programs, and traditional foods, highlighting the inclusive nature of the festival. Expatriate Bangladeshis also joined the celebrations. The port city of Chattogram welcomed the Bengali New Year 1433 with colorful processions and a festive atmosphere like the rest of the country. On this occasion, a colorful rally was organized by the district administration. The procession began the circuit house premises and paraded through Kachideri and Love Lane intersections before concluding at DC Hill. State Minister for Chittagong Hill Tracts Affairs and Land Mir Mohammad Hilal Uddin, Member of Parliament for Chattogram 9 Abu Sufyan, Deputy Commissioner Zahidul Islam Mia, officials from various government and private organizations among others participated in the rally. At the event, the State Minister said that the Boishak celebrations, which bring people together regardless of religion, caste or ethnicity, reflect Bangladesh's secular spirit. From early morning, crowds gathered in different parts of Chattogram to celebrate the New Year. City residents dressed in traditional red and white attire came out with their families to take part in the festivities. With a new sunrise, the Bengali New Year was welcomed through colorful celebrations in Chattogram at Shirish Tala of CRB. The festival began at 8 a.m. under the auspices of the Novoborsho Udjapon Porishad. 30 cultural organizations of Chattogram participated in this year's festival, which included solo and group music performances, poetry recitation, and aesthetic dances. People from all walks of life thronged to Shirish Tala to welcome the new year. The artists showcased the 1,000-year-old cultural heritage of the Bengalis through their creative performances. State Minister for Chittagong Hill Tracts and Land Mir Mohammad Hilal Uddin joined the program as the chief guest. He said the future generation is growing up being familiar with the eternal form of Bengali culture. A society without discrimination must be built by nurturing Bengali culture and tradition. He also said that, inspired by the non-communal spirit of the current government, the people of the country are celebrating the Bengali New Year in a festive atmosphere. The festival, with the participation of thousands of people, turned into a colorful event with a pledge to build a happy, prosperous and discrimination-free Bangladesh. Information and Broadcasting Minister Zahiruddin Shapun said, the widespread enthusiasm and festive spirit surrounding the Bengali New Year celebrations across the country prove that a genuine environment for practicing democracy has been established. He made this remark while speaking at a Pohila Boishak celebration program organized by the Dhaka Reporters Unity in the capital today. Extending his New Year greetings, the minister said that Bangladesh must prove itself first by embracing and upholding Bengali culture. He also said that it is essential to ensure fair prices for farmers' produce to build a self-reliant agriculture-based country. In line with this, the government has begun distributing farmers' card among farmers on the occasion of the Bengali New Year. Later, the Information Minister participated in another New Year celebration and reunion program organized by Amader B.O. College at the auditorium of the Bangladesh Agricultural Research Council. 7 people have been killed and at least 6 others injured after a rice-laden truck lost control and fell into a ditch in Kumilla. The accident occurred earlier this morning in the Hassanpur area of Daudkandi Upazila, the Dhaka-Chattogram highway. According to Highway Police, the truck was traveling from Dinajpur to Chattogram carrying rice. It suddenly lost control and plunged off the road. At the time, 13 people were on top of the truck and were trapped underneath when it overturned. 7 people died on the spot and while 6 others were injured. Police recovered the bodies from the scene and sent the injured to the local Upazila Health Complex. All the victims are reported to be residents of Dinajpur. Now, international news. After marathon talks over the weekend failed to secure an agreement, officials are reportedly looking at a second round of negotiations to end the US and Israeli war against Iran. President Donald Trump and his administration are open to resuming in-person talks as soon as he believes Iran is prepared to meet his demands, sources told CNN. That could mean a second meeting with Iranian officials before the two-week ceasefire expires on April 21 or potentially extending the ceasefire, officials said. Pakistan has proposed hosting a second in-person meeting in Islamabad, Pakistani officials told the Associated Press. Turkey, which was among several intermediaries involved in weeks of negotiations, is also stepping in to try and resolve the differences between US and Iran. The Trump administration has also ramped up pressure on Tehran to accept their demands by imposing a naval blockade on vessels going to or from Iranian ports through the Strait of Hormuz. The narrow waterway through which a fifth of the world's oil trade passes has been a key point of leverage for Iran, which militarized the strait at the start of the war and has allowed only a small number of vessels to transit through. The United States has begun a military blockade in the Strait of Hormuz, centering on Iran's ports. U.S. officials stated that more than 15 warships have been deployed to ensure the success of the blockade. The United States Central Command, in a message to mariners, warned that any vessel entering or attempting to leave the restricted area without permission may be intercepted, seized, or redirected. The statement added that the nationality or flag of the vessel would not be taken into consideration. President Donald Trump said that any Iranian vessel attempting to attack the blockade would be destroyed. In a post on social media, he stated that Iranian ships would be targeted using the same methods employed against drug traffickers at sea. Rejecting the U.S. threat, Iran said it would treat the advance of military vessels toward the Strait of Hormuz as a violation of ceasefire conditions and would take appropriate action. In a statement carried by state media, Iran described the U.S. threat as illegal and akin to piracy, adding that Tehran would continue to maintain control of the Strait of Hormuz even after the war ends. The statement also said that no vessel from hostile parties would be allowed to cross Iran's territorial waters. Meanwhile, Russia has criticized Trump's announcement of the Hormuz blockade. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said many aspects of President Trump's order remain unclear and warned that the blockade could harm the global market. At the same time, Israeli forces have continued their attacks in Lebanon. At least 5 people have been killed in Israeli strikes in various cities in southern Lebanon. In response, Hezbollah claimed it had launched drone attacks targeting Israeli military positions. On another note, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni criticized President Donald Trump for remarks made about Pope Leo XIV, stating that such comments from the U.S. president are unacceptable. She added that it is natural for the Pope, as the head of the Catholic Church, to speak for peace and condemn war. Back to national news. Chittagong University transformed into a kaleidoscope of colors today as the university welcomed the Bengali New Year with traditional fervor. As dawn broke, the rhythmic beat of Tak Dol echoed across the hills, signaling a fresh start and departure of the old year. The centerpiece of the celebration was the Boishakhi Shobhajatra, a vibrant procession organized by the Institute of Fine Arts. The Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Professor Dr. Muhammad Al-Furqan, inaugurated the rally by releasing balloons into the sky. Carrying colorful masks, folk portraits, students and teachers marched through the campus roads in a display of unity. After the procession, a special discussion meeting was organized at the Jagultala of the university. The Honorable State Minister for Land, Barrister Mir Muhammad Hilal Uddin, MP, was present as the chief guest, emphasizing the importance of preserving Bengali roots. The celebrations continued well into the afternoon with a grand program at the open stage featured folk music that brought the essence of rural Bengal to the hills. Along with this, the traditional rural games of Bauchi and Bali were held, keeping 1,000-year-old traditions alive for the younger generation. The waves of the festival flowing through the mountains and valleys served as a powerful reminder of the harmony and resilience of the Bengali people. As the day concluded, the university community looked forward to a prosperous year ahead, leaving all sorrows behind in the spirit of Pohila Boishakh. Pohila Boishakh is being celebrated with colorful programs in Khagrachari. The first sun of the new year was marked by a festive atmosphere, colorful costumes, and unique expression of Bengali culture throughout the city. A lively procession was taken out at the initiative of the district administration at 8:30 a.m., marking the day. The procession, starting in front of the Deputy Commissioner's office, paraded the Shapla Chatur and ended at the town hall premises. People from different classes and professions participated in the procession. Women, men, and children, all dressed in the traditional red, white, and colorful costumes, turned the procession a jubilant one. One of the attractions of the procession was the traditional masks, fans, and various folk instruments of rural Bengal, which bring the culture and history of Bengalis alive. After the procession, a folk fair was inaugurated at the town hall premises. Khagrachari constituency MP Wadud Bhuiya was present as the chief guest and inaugurated the fair. Khagrachari Deputy Commissioner Mohammad Anwar Sadat, Hill District Council Chairman Shafalika Tripura, Police Superintendent Murtaja Ali Khan, and officials from the various government departments were present on the occasion. After the inauguration of the fair, a fascinating cultural program was held. Local artists showcased various aspects of Bengali tradition and culture through song, dance, and drama performances in the program. Meanwhile, a New Year's Eve program was also organized at the Khagrachari Government High School ground by the initiative of Khagrachari District BNP. The day-long event included fairs, cultural performances, and various folk activities spreading the message of joy and celebration among the people centering the new year. This year's Pohila Boishakh celebration in Khagrachari reflected a festive, vibrant, and bright tradition of Bengali culture. Now, sports news. Cricket. New Zealand cricket team players arrived in Dhaka ahead of their upcoming white ball series against Bangladesh. New Zealand will play 3 ODIs and an equal number of T20 internationals during their 3-week tour in Bangladesh. Due to franchise commitments, at least 10 first-choice New Zealand players opted out of the Bangladesh tour.